What's good, everybody? We're here back at you with another ranking video. Today, we're gonna rank ICE members. We're gonna see how they stack up against each other. Who does their job well, who does their job not so well. So here we have the list. Let's get it popping. First thing we got Crescent Ice. Now, this can be considered like the ghetto ice. You see this type of ice shape more in urban areas, right? Uh, actually. Okay, actually, this is better. So here's the list. So first thing we got Crescent Ice. Now Crescent Ice is considered more of like the urban ice. The it's your everyday ice. You see this ice shape mostly in like fast food areas and stuff. So for Crescent Ice, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to give you. I'm gonna put you up here. Actually, I'm gonna put you up here. It's kind of falling off because you don't see this ice too much, and when you do, the machine might not be the greatest in the world. But put it up here just for nostalgia's sake. Now we got cubed ice. I think cubed ice kind of fell off. See, with cubed ice, it like the aesthetic is there, but its practicality, like if I'm trying to eat the ice, right? If I'm trying to like gnaw on it, chew on it, it's just one of those. Like, why would you? That's meant for crescent ice. Cubed ice is like for specific uses, so it kind of fell off. Now, crushed ice. I might have to put it up here too. I might have to put it up here. If you want ice in your drink, but you don't want like solid cubes or crescent or whatever, you would go for crushed ice, right? You'll still cool off your drink, but it'll melt a lot sooner and it won't water your drink down. Actually, just by not watering the drink down, I'm gonna have to actually put it up here. But the only issue is that with crushed ice, you can't chew on it. That's the only issue. Now, a ball ice, I've never had this, but it kind of looks like a fucking L. Cause I think the ice, it's the same reason why I hate ice. Like when I go to fast food, I tell them to do no ice, is because if I stop drinking this, right? Then what happens? Then like it gets watered down. But on top of this, first of all, I'm not an alcoholic. We're gonna get that out the way. But also, the ice takes up fucking all the cup. Like, bro, I'm barely getting the alcohol consumption, even if I did drink alcohol. This is an L. Ice pellets. I think ice pellets are for the snow, and I'll put them up here. I've never like been in the snow like that. I'm assuming that's what these ice pellets are for. Tubed tube ice is gonna go up here. I think it falls between cubed and crescent specifically. It has the aesthetic, but it does have uses with crescent ice, and you can actually like kind of chew on this. It's fine. Gourmet ice, I feel like it's just like a ice. The ball ice. It's for the uses of this is very very minimal. I don't see myself using this. We have flavored ice. Let's fucking go. Do I need to explain? Okay, let me explain. Let me explain. Flavored ice in of itself, just for whatever. Not even just this one. Not even just this one, but just in general. Flavored ice is always fucking goaded. But this particular one, it's like you rip it open. Maybe you have to like bite into it, rip it open, then you just push it out a little bit, eat it. Stellar work. Italian ice, never had this, but from the looks of this, I'm gonna have to put it down here. Really, dude? I swear, I swear it's every time I record a video. Anyway, I don't. Someone's gonna have to probably put me on Italian ice. I have no idea, but uh, just from the way this looks, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Ice. I haven't had this in a long time, but I think they kind of fell off because wouldn't you rather just get a? Oh no, these are from 7-Eleven. I was gonna say, which do they actually wait? Do they even sell these anymore? Let me know if anyone's had this in a while. Comment section. Let me know. We also have ice cones. Ice cones. So, unfortunately, it's gonna have to be right here because it is the same as flavored ice. But the issue is you have to make this yourself, right? So because you have to make it yourself, you might fuck it up in some form or fashion, right? Or if someone else makes it for you, what if they give you a little too much of the red and not enough of the blue, like in this picture right here, so it's gonna have to fall down a little bit. Ice cream, I mean, pick whatever ice cream you want, you're gonna have a good time. Dry ice looks like a fucking L already. I think with dry ice, it's more so like, what's the uses for dry ice? Please in the comments, let me know what's the use for dry ice. I don't even know. Melted ice, it's not even ice anymore. It's just water. Like, come on, what do you do? What is your purpose? Like, actually, please inform me. Ice sculptures. It will probably turn into melted ice at some point. I don't know how good ice sculptures are. And aren't they kind of like a little dangerous too? Like you have to be very careful with these. But for the aesthetics, yes. Icicles, same thing with melted ice. What is your purpose? What do you contribute? I don't know. Ice rinks, I'm gonna put it up here. It's underrated fun, especially if you like you're going on a date or if you're like, oh, what's a fun place we could go to like with friends? I think ice rink is very underrated. The only issue is that there are people who are cowards who don't want to go on the ice because oh my gosh I'm gonna fall or whatever. I'll probably be one of those people where I'll have to hold onto the railing to get used to doing the ice rink again. But underrated, very underrated, top tier. Horrible rapper, never cook, never cook. On the opposite end of rappers, Ice Cube. I mean, come on, bro. One of the greatest rappers of my generation. One of the greatest rappers of my generation. And I'll stand on that. Now, Vanilla Ice is gonna go right here, right? Because check this out. If he came out today, he would probably fall like here or here, right? But for nostalgia's sake, he could have gone up here or here. So he's like average. He balances himself out. He bounce. It's a balance. Ice T. Now he's a goaded rapper. He only fell off a little bit because he doesn't rap anymore. And he does like movies and TV shows. And I know you can say, well, what about Ice Cube? Wouldn't he go down here because of the same reason? Yeah, but see, I have nostalgia, so he gains bonus points just for that. Ice type Pokemon. Now I don't know a lot of Ice type Pokemon, but the few that I do know, I'm gonna say they go right here. Now Rainbow, why would they go up here? Why not up here? Well, because Regice is right here. And I'm not really a fan of Regice. He's cool. He's cool. I'm just not a fan of Regice. Ice King, top tier. Probably, honestly, out of all these, probably will be top five. Especially for that one episode where he found out Princess Bubblegum aged down and said, fuck this shit, I'm out. So, if only some world leaders had that same mentality. So, anyway, Ice Bear. Ice Bear's also going up here. He's just a cool dude. He's just a cool dude. Now, Ice Cap's gonna have to go right here. If I remember correctly, for Undertale, he was like trying to be a comedian, I think, or something. I don't remember. Uh, but wasn't not one of my favorites in terms of enemies in Undertale. He's a cool dude, just not one of my favorites. Ice Climbers. Ice Climbers gonna go right here. I was about to put him up here. Unfortunately, they came from Melee, but this is the Smash Ultimate version, so they don't have the crazy Melee bullshit, which, by the way, fuck Melee. But they don't have the crazy bullshit. On top of that, they actually give some Smash players PTSD. So, just by that logic, I'll put him up here. Iceman, absolutely goaded. Omega level mutant. This man could freeze time. What what hero do you know that could freeze time itself? Freeze hell over. Literally, like the term freezing hell over, literally that's what he did. Unfortunately, I hate how Jay Gray outed him as gay, but that's a completely different topic for a completely different video. We got Hail, also a fucking L. Once again, I was never in like snowy areas or in ice areas. Like I don't live there, I live in Cali. But I would not want to be hit with hail. I'm good. Snowflakes? I feel like snowflakes are like unicorns. I've never seen them like IRL, and the few times I do see them, it's just for aesthetic. So I don't know. Now, glacier ice is top tier, especially for the environment. For the environment. Now, thin ice for the aesthetic, awesome, great, cool. Like thing, like when you walk on like thin ice and it crushes beneath your feet, and you can like be all in a movie and shit. So for the edits, it's cool, but practicality, you could just fall in the thin ice and like, no one talk about it. Icebergs going up here once again for the environment. We need more icebergs. Now, ice packs, I've never. I see their use, but like the use that when I've ever tried to use them before, when it comes to their use, not a fan. I actually never really found a use for it, but I know why it's for its use, and for that reason it would go up here. Reusable ice sounds fucking disgusting. I don't know how the fuck that shit would work. Like, does it stay cool? Does doesn't things get into the ice to make it like, you know, like disgusting water, like have bacteria? Like, I don't know how that shit works. It just sounds disgusting. Icy hot. I don't think I'll ever use this in my lifetime. At least I hope not. But from what I've heard, it does work decent at least. So I'm gonna have to put it up here. Ice Age, goated movie. The sequel's not as great. I think probably by the second one, that's when it was like, okay, buddy, like, what are we doing at this point? But it was a good movie. Y'all gonna have to put me on Minecraft Ice. I never played Minecraft. I know. Holy shit, I've never played Minecraft, but it just seems like just regular ice. I don't know what this is. So based on what I'm seeing, I've never played this game, but from what I'm seeing in the picture, it seems like a mid game. If anybody is out there, put me on. Put me on. Tell me what is like the fun with Don't Break the Ice. I need to know. I need to know. Ice on my wrist is a fucking L because if you put money on your wrist and you go around certain people, they might have devious thoughts. I'm not about that life. Let's spend our money more effectively, guys. And Ice Fish, he's just going up here just because he has a funny face. There's not really much else for that. So those that is the tier list for all Ice members. So let me know, agree, disagree. Tell me like some of the ones that I don't have much knowledge on. Let me know. Maybe I'll do another video where I like edit this a little bit. Who knows? But until then, thank you for the people who came. Thank you for the people who didn't. And I will catch y'all when I catch y'all.